Hey guys, so I'm gonna review Honey Don't. This movie's pretty interesting. I was disappointed by its finale. We got basically three main characters. You have Honey, you have MG, who's a cop, Honey is a PI, and then you have Reverend Drew, played by Chris Evans, where he plays this sort of radical priest, where he has holy divinity. This idea of holy divinity is not what you'd expect from a priest. So what's pretty interesting is Honey, she is a PI, and her investigation takes her to connections with now the police, and then it's tied to the church, and it's tied to the mob, and pretty much every part of the movie, all these side stories are expanding around Margaret Qualley's character, Honey. She's the one that's finding out what's going on little by little, as all the rest of the stories are sort of interconnected in a intricate sort of way. So overall, it was pretty interesting. There was a little bit of action, quite a bit of comedy. The only thing that I mentioned why I was disappointed by the finale is it felt like by the time the movie wrapped up, there were a couple of storylines that you just didn't really get clear closure for. So there's a couple of characters that either were villains or you don't know if they're victims. They're just sort of, their character just feels unfinished. Like there's still more that they were trying to do, or we didn't get to see unfold on screen. So it did definitely left you hanging with a couple of storylines, but overall it was enjoyable. Like I said, the action and comedy were pretty fun. Thought the acting was pretty cool. There's a pretty neat sort of confrontation between our main hero and villain toward the end. So it was a pretty interesting engagement between those two characters. So overall, I did enjoy it. I just wish we had a little bit more closure with some of the characters, but overall, see it for yourself, guys. Tell me what you think. I thought it was enjoyable. Keep it digging.